Dobrý den, vítám vás u Coffee Breaku, magazínu Computer Trends. Dnes je tady se mnou Stefano Rebattoni, je to ředitel IBM pro celý region Evropy, kam spadá i Česko. My jsme se tady sešli u příležitosti konference Put AI in Work, kterou tady IBM pořádá, a uděláme spolu takový malý rozhovor. A protože to je Ital, tak je samozřejmě čas přepnout na angličtinu. So hello, nice to meet you.
Thanks for having me.
So the topic of the conference is Put AI to Work. What does it mean in the IBM perspective?
Yeah, Put AI to Work is an important statement, but more than a statement, I think it's a core belief of IBM. And actually, we are in this AI hype era, so everyone wants to talk, to experiment, to touch what they can get from the AI adoption. Put AI to Work is our core belief. So basically, it's part of our strategy, is how to infuse and adopt AI in the core business processes of any organization, meaning private and public. And this is how we position, we've been developing our point of view around AI. I mean, we acknowledge that there are different tools around AI from end users, consumers, but we are very keen to explore how AI can drive productivity, agility, and competitiveness in the way every organization is running their business. We have been starting doing that for our own. We have this concept of IBM Client Zero. We have been infusing AI on every HR process, every procurement process, also in terms of how to increase the productivity of our sales workforce, and we have been able to gain more than $3.5 billion on a yearly basis of cost optimization. Actually, now today we are working with our client and partners with their own use cases in order to understand how to leverage on AI and of course on Gen AI from IBM.
Isn't it very bad for your to be against your competitors that the IBM is not very known publicly as a AI player? Like, because everybody's using OpenAI, so isn't it bad for your
I mean, I think it's just a different way on positioning in the market. And if you remember, I mean, back in the days when there was internet coming, I mean, most of it was about the browser choice. But then, I mean, the world became very interconnected, and that was creating a lot of demands for everybody, for both the consumer and the business side. Actually, it happened the same also with cloud. At the beginning, if you remember, the huge debate was which is the best public cloud platform, and there was a big, discussion among the hyperscaler. We as IBM, since the beginning, we said the world is going to be hybrid in terms of infrastructure. And today, I mean, hybrid cloud is the reference standard in terms of architectural choices for most of the organization. And the point is how to manage the complexity of such an hybrid and fragmented infrastructure. So when I'm thinking about AI, actually, I see a common pattern. So I see that most of the organization will use their own models, will use third-party proprietary models, maybe for use cases that are not so critical in their business. But then when you will have, back to Put AI to Work, infuse AI in your business, you should definitely go with someone that has a long-standing experience in how to evolve critical business like the one in the financial services, on the healthcare segment, on the public sector organization. And here is where IBM, can bring his industry value, his core technologies, and we have a track record of, developing these tools, especially when there are sensitive services that are involved, to show that our approach on AI is trustworthy, is open, is reliable, and of course is demonstrable, because what you don't want to lose when you are working with AI tools, agents, assistant, is the control and the governance of it.
And you said you're bringing the AI to enterprise. So what exactly, because everybody knows AI as a chatbot you can talk to and ask some question, but what you can bring to the...
Yeah, we have been developing our own platform around Gen AI. It's named Watson X. So probably you have heard back in 2013 we started with traditional AI with our platform that was named at that time Watson. So now with Watson X we are bringing into a different scale, because we are of course developing everything from our large language model, from agents, assistant, but the very interesting part of our proposal and our point of view on AI is about the orchestration. So back to the example we were referring before. So sooner or later, organization will adopt AI and they will have hundreds, thousands of different assistant agents, their own one, their open one, the third-party one. And the point is how to get the interoperability, how to get the synergy, and how to manage all this complexity, also taking into account that you have to manage and measure the liability of everything that is based on AI tools and AI agents all through the time. And here is the governance layer we as IBM propose. So in my opinion, what is really differentiating IBM in the space of AI is the orchestration layer, Watson X Orchestrate, and the Watson X governance layer. Then behind, underneath that, I think the word is going to be hybrid and multi, as the cloud was.
And who will be responsible for the answers, if they are right or wrong? If you are running hybrid AI based on many AI models, and it will be orchestrated by, it will be you, it will be the hybrid models, or it will be the one who's using it?
So it depends, because the point is that of course we are going to be liable for everything that we will develop on our own models, up to the point that our Granite models have been developed according to AI regulations, up to the point that we are going to indemnify our client if anything is going to violate any bias or wrong assumption that has been based in the models itself. Then we are very keen to help our customer to develop their own models, meaning that data responsibility will stay with them if that is going to be the way they would like to evolve and explore the use of AI. But then if they will adopt third-party models, filling them with their data, and it will be just the orchestration and presentation layer, of course that is going to be something that they should have to discuss with their technology provider or system integrators. So this is why I think it's going to be pretty, let's say, heterogeneous in terms of liabilities and responsibilities.
Lately, we saw many studies that the companies are letting go the juniors, programmers, and other low-level IT guys because of the AI. So, do you think that those hybrid AI models and will be required new skills or something that will bring people back to work? Or?
For sure, we used to refer to AI as something that has to augment human intelligence. So for sure there will be a lot of changes in the way younger generation will probably build their own competencies and skills. Some of the activities that were run before, let's say, by the end user will be now run by the technology, but how to deal with the technology, how to get advantage, I think will define the next skills and competitions. And competencies, sorry. So the point is how to get closer to university, to schools, and how to really show which is the value that the next generation can get out of it. But I think it's man and machine. It will remain man and machine, because at the end of the day, every decision, of course, will be based on insight and suggestion coming from AI, but it should definitely be in the hands of an operator, a person, a human being.
Is the AI by IBM also available for the smaller businesses, or is it just only for the big companies?
It is. I mean, our own platform is proposed both on as a service mode and or on-prem mode. Because I mean, we acknowledge the fact that there might be different kind of organization that want to deal with that. Maybe that you want to try to test it through a pilot. The important part of it, based on our experience, especially with small, medium enterprise, is to very well define the starting use case, but then to really have and being able to track and monitor the return and the outcomes in terms of business case. Because what we saw is that a huge percentage of the pilot that have been run have been then abandoned because of the difficulties of scaling up into production. So this is why we are supporting our client and partners to test the technology, but also to think big on how to make it sustainable from an operational point of view and from a financial point of view.
You are the chief of IBM for the whole Europe and other regions around. Can you compare the usage of AI or the adoption of AI in the Czech Republic compared to other countries?
Yeah, I mean, of course, the maturity level is very scattered among the different countries. I'm in charge of a region that spans from the Nordics to the Benelux area to the Central Eastern Europe. In our experience, most of the conversation we are having in the Central Eastern part of Europe, to which of course Czech Republic belong, most of the mature ones are coming from here. So we have having a lot of very meaningful conversation with a national champion, with important organization in the financial service industry, in the government area, but also event like the one we're running today, Put AI to Work, that is open to every small, medium enterprise, is creating for us the opportunity to get closer with this organization and really work with them to make it real. Because at the end of the day, yes, Gen AI can be something pretty popular, pretty accessible, but for us in IBM, it has to drive business value.
Does it also help that the IBM has a big development center in the Czech Republic for AI?
That for sure. I mean, Czech Republic is a place where we have been investing since quite some time. We have been building here some shared services and development center that are serving not just Czechia, but I mean a broader scope in Europe and the globe that is connected with the other development center. And I think that that is part of why I think we are getting also these returns, because I think there is a pretty vivid and fruitful kind of background in the country, also in terms of competencies and skills. And one without the other, I mean, it is not working.
So does it mean that the Czech customers has some sort of favored by IBM, so they can get easier more some customs, some customs done AI or?
We tend to serve all our clients in the same way, of course, and we try to propose them with the common and the same best experience that they can get with IBM. Of course, having an organization that has his heart, soul, and mind here in the country, it helps. It's not the same everywhere, but we are local and we are global. So we are getting the best out of it.